Greetings, Minecrafters, and welcome to another exciting discussion today. My name is Kimberly Quinn, and I am thrilled to be having this chat from my very cheerful, just happy office on Champlain College's beautiful campus. In fact, if you lean in a little bit, you can't see with the glare, but there's a view of Lake Champlain and the mountains, and it's just gorgeous. It's not super big, but I just love this space. I just kind of like the cupboard under the stairs, right? Very HP. Okay, so what I really like to talk about today is, let's say this is our new mantra right now. My new mantra, our new mantra, your new mantra, whatever. Today, I am willing to change. Today, I'm willing to change. Today, I'm open to new opportunities. I'm open to what the universe gives me. Wide open. Be like a catcher's mitt. Because here's the thing. Change, we talk about change, right? Change is often what we want other people to do, right? Sure, that the partners likes to, tap his pencil or click her spoon in her teacup or, whatever annoying habits. We want everybody else to change. We often don't think, I want to change. Or maybe I don't even want to change. Change is happening all the way around me. And we got to ride the wave because that is how it is. And my friend Bjarne talks a lot about, not a lot, but he does talk about it with change being, obviously it's constant. We all know change is constant, but about this illusion of control. We tend to think we really have a lot of control, when in reality, hate to break it to you, but we really don't. There's a little control here and there, but not really. I mean, life unfolds how it's meant to unfold, and that's just it. And when we dig in with our claws and resist, things don't go well. I mean, think about that. If you've ever had it in your life where, you were in a relationship that you could feel was about to be over. We're not saying it's not, it doesn't even have to be extreme, like abusive and horrible. Let's just say it's people just growing apart or whatever. And it's just, you're feeling it, that you start to have this conversation in your head, that it's just like a slow burn, and then, and it doesn't even have to be huge, but we tend to resist sometimes, or even if it is not healthy relationship, but we just sort of digging in because maybe there's some codependency, and I'd rather be with that, an unhealthy person who's mistreating me than being alone, that kind of thing. We get into this resistance, and we don't allow life to unfold the way it's meant to unfold. And it creates, if you've ever had that happen, or maybe it's moving, or maybe it's switching colleges, or maybe it's switching jobs, whatever, fill in the blank. But we often get really resistant around it, rather than allowing ourselves to enter into a place of acceptance. It can be very hard, right? And acceptance, honestly, is the key to most problems. I'm pretty sure that they say that in the 12-step programs, and I'm a big fan. I love, they have some really good one-liners that just are so good, and that's one of them. Acceptance is the key to most problems. It doesn't mean be defeated and not try and give up. It's different. It's when we know that change is like, you can feel the momentum of it, and it's either like embrace it, ride the wave, picture yourself like a surfboarder, or right, or dig in, and you're going to end up rolling with the change anyway. Only it's kind of like, rather than being the surfer, you get dragged across the bottom of the undertow. If anybody's ever done that as a kid, like I remember, your bathing suits, you get dragged along the bottom. It's kind of scary because you don't really know which end is up for a couple of seconds. You get dragged across the bottom. Your bathing suit fills up with sand. You get sand in your crackers, and it's not all that comfortable. It's much easier to just kind of, ride the wave, because life is full of waves, like the ocean, right? Jon Kabat-Zinn talks about that, even with our thoughts that go on all day. So here's the thing. We're going to do the new mantra, I am willing to change. Kind of bring it on. I am willing to change. It might sound counterintuitive if you're one of those that like to be so scheduled, you got everything in the phone, and then something happens and you blew a tire, and it's like, oh my God. In fact, Jon Kabat-Zinn says this too, I'm pretty sure it's him. His definition of stress is wanting the present moment to be something other than it is. I love that. So that can be all the joyful stuff, and that's not usually when it happens, because we love being in the joyful moments, right? Though when change kind of like these curveballs kind of hit us in the head, and even, anywhere from small to middle to big, we're like, whoa, wait, no, my plan for Thursday was this. No, with Thanksgiving can't be at that one's house because it's my turn to host it, right? Instead of just taking a step back, which I'm a big fan of. I've had to learn that with my fast mind, but I think I've gotten it pretty much. Sometimes I have to like work at it again, work in progress, I guess. Take a step back, take a step out of the current, out of the noise, breathe, and kind of realize and separate what I can control from what I cannot control. The controllables, you can get a plan for those and reach out and get support for those. The uncontrollables, there's absolutely no point to even waste 1 second of your life minutes even talking about it, because if you can't control it, you can't control it, right? It's just such an illusion. And the other thing is, because life is kind of just rolls through, right? When we allow it to unfold the way it's meant to unfold, there's this wonderful inner peace that happens, like the surfing thing, okay? And then we can also realize that because life unfolds how it's meant to unfold anyway, without our assistance, there is therefore no need to worry about it. Now, obviously, I know the whole dynamic underlying worrying neurologically is bigger than that. And that said, it is still true that allowing ourselves to worry, and the word is allow, the brain loves repetition and patterns. So after, that 17-second thing, right? It just gets bigger and bigger, and it's self-reinforcing, and it just gets harder and harder to break out of it the more we worry, because worry is rehearsing anxiety. It's actually practicing anxiety, obviously. So whatever we rehearse, just like playing the violin, or we're rehearsing a role in a play, or we're practicing at football or baseball, whatever. The more we practice, we get better at it. So the more we rehearse anxiety and fear-based thinking, the better at it we get. We can be an Olympic winner, an Olympic gold medalist of worrying if we really want to, just like Michael Phelps. Stand up there and with a medal and world-class warrior. And so when we realize that life is unfolding, but it's unfolding anyway, and realizing that worrying is a complete waste of time, that idea can hopefully maybe be a catalyst also towards accepting change and being willing to change. And the other thing, when we allow life to unfold, and this involves a connection to our source, universe, God, however you call it, capital S, higher power, that's a good one. We know that the universe, God, source, higher power, that this vast intelligence, this vast loving source knows what's best for us, right? So when we know that goodness is headed towards us always. So therefore, even if we can't see around the corner from whatever change is coming, we know that whatever it is kind of meant to happen. And so we know that goodness is always on its way, always on its way. And so this way, we don't really need to be so fearful, because in the end, it is all going to be okay. Well, obviously there's hiccups and speed bumps and curveballs and stuff that life throws at us, though in the end, it is all going to be okay. So here's a new mantra. I am willing to change. I am willing to change. I'm willing and open to new opportunity. I'm willing and open to the abundance, the infinite abundance that is out there, ready to land in my lap. That's it. This is Kimberly Quinn signing off from my happy office at the beautiful Champlain College campus in northern Vermont. Have a mindful day.